hauzipei. Ingekuwa umezipea zingekuwa zinakimbia kukunywa maji hivi. Will not work with him.
Now, this is one of the disgusting and disappointing videos that I'm making here, because the way the employees by I Am Marwa are always referred to as my boys, my boys, my boys every time. And you look at the guys whom he's referring to as my boys, and you kind of feel disappointed, because the term my boys, the term boys, if you think about it, historically that term boys, the word boys, and especially those who live in the United States of America or those who live in Europe, that term was used to insult adult black men. They were referred to as boys, they were slaves rather. So when you hear somebody like I Am Marwa referring to his employees as boys, the fact that he is African and he's referring to other black or employees as boys, mark you, there's this guy, like, you know, the father to the small boy called Moses. He is a father. Daniel, the guy who rides the motorcycle, he is also a father. But then, according to I Am Marwa, those are my boys, those are my slaves. I dictate what they do, those are my slaves. And I don't understand, I don't know where he learned that, but referring to them as my boys, you guys go and Google. Sometimes when those people who react to the videos I Am Marwa uploads, they kind of feel they want to defend this guy. They don't tell him the truth. That term should never be used, and especially by a black person. It's so sad that, you know, majority of I Am Marwa's biggest supporters are the senior citizens, people who've had experience in life, people who have seen things, people who have traveled all across the world, but they do not have the confidence and the courage to call him out and tell him sometimes he needs to guard his mouth. Because why would you call somebody boy? You're black, you understand, because he should know better. He has traveled to 79 countries, for Christ's sake. He has traveled to 79 countries, so he should know better. You don't just get exposed and then you continue living in ignorance. And for that, I have to call him out. You know, it saddens me, it really saddens me, because when these employees and the way they dedicate themselves, the small snippets we see, we watch of these employees, they really dedicate themselves to make sure that his dreams are a reality. And what does he pay them with? A lot of complaints and a lot of micromanaging. Like, these guys can't even catch a break. That's why he doesn't retain employees, because anytime, no matter what they do, no matter how much they dedicate their time to delivering services to him so that he can achieve his dream, he's always bringing them down. And I believe he does it on purpose, because at some point they are going to leave, and then he'll do a live video, and in that live video he will say, oh, you remember, you guys, anytime I show you, I'm always complaining they're not competent enough, yet what we see on camera is different. Like, they're told to go and graze the horses in Jamaican uncle's land or to the school. Now those horses are gonna have will need to take water. Now these boys have to go find a place, a well, to fetch water, because they can't go to the river, it's too far, and they can't leave the horses by themselves, since there are two alpha male horses that are fighting each other. And these are the same guys you're calling lazy, like, you know, they have to work when I am there, and you're referring to them as boys. And mark you, by the time you're watching on those horses, the sun is scorching, it's hot, and you have to go cook for yourself, since he has said they are no longer going to be eating the same food. The employees have to cook their own. The employees have to go and cook their own food. They don't have a cook nowadays. Musabi left. The guy who was being taken for granted, he left. Now these guys have to go cook for themselves and then go back to work. And mark you, the number of employees have reduced, so the amount of work has increased. Uncle Gutu was sick, so the amount of work has increased. The salary remained the same. And the boys are lazy. They only work effectively and perfectly when I'm around. That's I Am Marwa for you. How they speak about this guy. I used to think he's a good guy before I really took time to listen to other people and understand why they keep on complaining and calling him out. But until I took time to study his behavior, and that's a psychological issues, and you can watch the non-verbal language. Anytime he's talking about his employees and the boys, the non-verbal language will tell you he's just disgusted. He wants to prove a point. He wants to put a point across that these guys, they're as lazy as anything else. According to him, anybody who is not within his class should be undermined, should be treated as a nobody. That's why he loves working with desperate people, because anybody who knows their value would never work for I Am Marwa. That's why he loves guys who are desperate, guys who comes from families that are dysfunctional, whose fathers are drunkards. There are so many kids at home. There's a lot of poverty at home. So the only place I feel like I'm escaping from that side of reality is at the villa. But then you come, you realize at the villa you're just treated as a disposable item. And especially with that term, I really hate that term. The boys. Now, watching the clips I just uploaded here, I just attached on this video or this commentary, you would really tell this guy feels nothing about these employees. He does not see them as part of his journey. He sees them as a liability because they're spending his money, because people have been fighting for their rights. So he may not be in a position to treat them the way he would have wanted to treat them, and that pisses him off. Because anytime people are making commentaries about I Am Marwa, they complain about the way he treats the employees. Anytime people are making commentaries about these big Nyabuhansi YouTubers, people complain about how they treat the employees. The expose by Max Bryan and the expose by Mosabi, those were very important exposes because they showed some of the true characters of I Am Marwa. And I'm glad, because reality is really hitting him, because the video he did has revealed a lot. See, the Bible talks about out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. And a lot of things he was talking and speaking, and you would look at his facial expression and you would say, because the non-verbal cues of a human being will never lie. I don't need to tell you, I can tell you that I love you, but you look at my non-verbal cues, how I behave, how I treat you, you can tell that I don't love you or I do love you. For this guy, you will tell his non-verbal cues, looking at those extracts from his video that I've just attached at the beginning of this video. You can tell this guy feels disgusted about these boys. He does not love them, he doesn't like them, but he can't live without them because he's going to labor for him. This is a guy who can't even work with professional people. You employ people and they keep on living. And you wonder why every time he's going to look after the horses, they have those small injuries here and there. Because these boys don't know how to take care of horses. To them, they do not view these horses as a luxury. Unlike Max Bryan, who loved the horses for real. So he kind of felt like, these are my babies, these horses are mine. So I am taking care of them as if they are mine. And he loved his job. These guys, on the flip side, they are working because they don't have a choice. They come from extremely humbled backgrounds. And with people coming from extremely and serving back, extreme poverty rather, they will have to work. They don't have a choice. At times, even when their rights are abused, they don't have a choice, but they have to continue working. Thanks God, people here are realizing that we need to speak up. And even when I Am Marwa keep on saying, I'm not going to film my employees, he keeps on filming them. Which is very unfortunate. And he said that he's going to be leaving anytime soon. He's going to travel because he's realized that people are not really loving the current content. It's really boring, and it's true, it's really boring. Some of us, we have to watch it because we have to react to it. It's not like we're just finding it fun. We're trying to look for something new, inspiration. Your content, I Am Marwa, is no longer the content you used to make. Your YouTube channel is full of negativity. It's full of negative vibes. The only time you're speaking positive about somebody is when you're talking about your partner Ben, and that's because he's always dashing out a lot of money. When you talk about Jamaican uncle, it's because he has given you his land to go and graze your horses. The only time we see you smiling is when you're talking about the success, the big dreams. But when you're talking about your employees, it saddens your face. It kills your vibe because you don't like them. You don't want to take care of them. Like now, your employees are working. There's a guy I saw treating the poles with anti-termite. You don't care. You don't care. The only thing they have is the gumboots and the blue overall. But otherwise, they don't even have gloves, protective gloves. So if that guy has a cut and is dealing with those chemicals, what's going to happen? You don't even care about their health. They don't have the safety kits. And you'll be here lecturing everybody. You're talking about, we want to make stables that are high standard, that they have American and European standards. Well, even in Europe and in America, the employees there are treated like human beings. Their rights are protected. If you want to achieve the European standards, make sure everything else is within the European standards, including the salary. But when you hear about the salary, the market price in this place is like this. When you hear about protecting human rights, labor laws, that's where you draw the line. That's where you become a Kenyan. You no longer want to operate within the European standards. When it comes to the employees, when it comes to the standards of the law, when it comes to everything that involves other people you work with, we have a Kenyan market price. When it comes to you and the services you want from people you employ, the standards have to change to European and American standards. Why do you have the double standards? You kind of feel like you're a king, like you're the biggest person ever. And that's going to be your biggest downfall. Already, the negativity in your YouTube channel has really brought you down. And you kind of think people are looking forward to your travel videos. My friend, we're in 2026. There are a lot of YouTubers who are traveling. And they don't just travel. Aisha Speed was here in Kenya. He's currently in Nigeria. Today is 22nd January 2026. And he's doing amazing. People can choose from a variety of content. There are so many content creators here on YouTube. One thing I Am Marwa you do not realize, and you're telling people that you're going to give them a masterclass on how to do YouTube, is that you don't realize that when it comes to YouTube, people grow up and people outdo what they used to watch. Like, content can become obsolete within months. And I'll be switching on to another thing. Haven't you ever discovered, like even musics, maybe when you're growing up, you might be a fan of hip-hop music. And then as you grow up, you start listening to jazz, soul music. And then as you grow up, you're listening to rock. And then when you grow up, All you want are beats, and it's life. And it's the same thing with content. With content, people change. People change. People want to consume things that entertain them, not that nonsense. Your nonsense is only good for the travel commando fanatics. People who don't understand what they want. All they want is your BS. And that BS apparently is not even helping you. Anyway, that's not where I was. My point is, stop calling your employees my boys. That's a derogatory term that was used by the slave masters, and you kind of feel like you own slaves. Man, those guys were even living way better than you're treating these black Africans. Shame on you for calling employees my boys. Shame on you again. Well, I'm gonna add this at that point, and have a good one. See you in the next one.